Hey there, folks. Let's go to CSSBattle.dev, and we're going to do that daily target. Let's see what it is. Ooh. Oh, that's great. That's great. Awesome. So let's get right to it, eh? All right. Let's start. So the question for me here is to try to look for patterns, right? Like I want to look at patterns and see what we can do. And I think, unfortunately, there's not really much in the way of patterns that we can really get away with. I'm gonna not use the nested template and instead use a paragraph element to do all of this. Yeah. So the margin I'm going to put on the paragraph element. And what I want actually is the light green on the body. And I'm going to start, I'm going to put the dark on the paragraph element. Essentially, yeah, so here we go. Okay, margins. 4, 5. Let's take a look. There it is, 60, 62. I'm on the height of 150, 60, 70, 80. We'll add a border radius of what? A border radius of 20 pixels or something. And that did it. And actually, let's start. Kind of interesting. I mean, it's one. So what can we do to simplify how this is done, right? So what if we do a radial gradient and have it be 1Q transparent, 10 pixels, and then this color. That's how we get a circle. And then let's do an at 10 pixels, 10 pixels, 20, 20. Let's see what this looks like. Let's see if we can line, and we do. We got it. So I'll put that at 0, 0, and then say, give it height and width. We want 40. All right. Too large, to 30 and 30. So that gives us something. I mean, it's not fine. I mean, I guess it's okay. All right, what's next? Let's do that, and we'll do a repeat X. I mean, it's there's not a lot of point to that, really. I mean, maybe it's good. Let's make it a little taller. 4, 5. That's fine. And then we need to fill in those colors. And maybe there's some win there. Not a lot. Not a lot of win. Okay, so let's see if we can do the same thing. Linear gradient. We'll do some ridiculous colors. We'll do green. Actually, no, we'll do black and white. No, that's not black. That is transparent. Black and then white, like that. I'm gonna do some numbers there, but I don't intend to keep them that way. User Martin MacBooker, probably saying that wrong, said that you could use negative values in color stops. I don't know if that's true. Minus 50. This was on a solution the other day, and I'm not seeing how that's working. Maybe if I then move it, if I do 100 by 100, now we're experimenting. See, I'm not sure that's doing what I want it to. I don't see any white happening there with negative values. So what's that mean? When I make that negative, I would then have to move that, right? 5, 100, minus 100. Like, I'm not seeing any white there. I'm not certain that that's how that would work. I'll have to investigate that further. Anyway, let's nuke all that. Nope, that's not what I want. And instead of, and then the next thing we'll do is try to get a linear gradient. And the linear gradient that I want to do is transparent. And then this color. And actually, let's do a no repeat. We'll put it at a position 50 pixels, 50 pixels, and then we'll give it a height and width 50 pixels, 50 pixels. Just there it is. I know it's kind of silly the way that I'm doing that there, but that's okay. I don't mind being silly. And actually, let's do black. Actually, let's do one of the real colors. That color. All right, so let's put that in place. Move it over more. 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think that 50 is correct, right? 40, 30, 40, 50, 60, 50. Let's give it a width, 100. 30, 40, 50, 60. And now we're going to give it some color. So that height, I guess, needs to be 20, 30, 30. We'll say 20 pixels. 0. All right, so now we'll make that transparent. And we're going to let it repeat. At least repeat on the y-axis. That kind of works. That kind of works, sort of. I mean, you know. So then what? Yeah, I mean, it's not, so far it's not very efficient. We've got these two gradients that are, I think are helpful, but none of this is very efficient. Not loving it. Not loving it as such. And so what do I need to do? I think I gotta keep pulling the thread and say, well, now I want to do, well, if I do black as the background and everything shows through. So let's put some colors in. Let's do I mean, so any color that I put, so if I put this orange in the background, like, I'll need to cover it. So I can't really do this efficiently. I mean, I can mask out some of these colors, but then that's multiple masks. Is that what I want to do? Sorry for the complete lack of lack of a coherent plan here. What are my other choices? The issue is these rounded gradients, right? Like, that's the thing that's really tricky. Yeah, I'm cutting bait. I'm stopping it all. And so, and then I'm going to create a paragraph element that we're going to actually put stuff on. So let's do one thing at a time. I'm going to say border, okay, width or height 30, background white. Okay, now let's put some colors in things. But the HTML element gets the light green. The body element gets this dark. We get a border radius of, what's the border radius we get? We said 20 pixels. Great. And then we need to set 3, 4, 5, 62, 52, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this, I'm going to actually put this, I think the first one I want to do is actually this guy. Margin 0, width 50, height 30, and border radius 0. Border radius 0. Then I gotta move him. How do I move him? Well, I need to actually put some margins on him, don't I? That's gonna move everything around. Ha ha ha. So I need to position him. Yeah, this is starting to suck. This also sucks. All right, simplify. Apologies. Lack of a coherent plan. It's absolutely the death of me here. All right, so what, 60, 62 we decided. 50, 60, 70, 80. And then we want border radius 20 pixels. Maybe this is not so much a failure as a exploration. Let's call it that. And then PB is the second element. So P, we got 60, 62, 0, 60. Actually, so B, we're going to say width 50, width of 100, height of 30, border radius. Actually, even better. You know what we're going to do? We're going to say A. We're going to give it an attribute there because I don't really want that border radius to propagate to everything. I'm going to move that to there. Border radius 50. Box shadow 0 minus 100 pixels. That's what I'm trying to do. See that guy? There he is. Let's move him around. I love it. We just plop in a PB and then we get that guy for free. So let's move him over 100. Yeah. And then up. And then that height we see now is 20. And that width is now 80. 6, 7. There it is. So we have an invisible element, and I actually don't think that we can even see it. Background white, Yeah, he's off screen. But that's fine. Okay. So 170 pixels, 1 minus 140 pixels, and then that'll be red. We need a comma. A little further up. That means this is less. 3, 4, 5, 6. And we do the same thing again. Slightly different x value. 4, 3. And then similar, but with the color, this color. Great. And that one has even less, what, 130? Great. And then this is one needs to be like 1.2. 90. All right. So now we need C. I think. Yeah, let's see what C is. That box shadow is going to be what? Minus or 0 minus 300 pixels red. Oh, and I need a height and width. Ha ha ha. Oh, and can I actually, can I do that? I just need another A. Maybe I just need A. P, and then this is not C, but nah, I just want, well, I need the box shadow or the border radius. All right, I'm gonna make it C. Already spent far too much time trying to sort that out. There's my little circle. All right, box shadow, 10 pixels. 10, and that is this light color, and then that's 30 pixels minus 310, and that's the orange color. Maybe that's 20, 30, 40. Great. And that makes this last one the red color. And that's going to be plus 30 again, 70 pixels, minus 310 pixels. And that's it. Okay. A lot of hemming and hawing and a lot of box shadows. The F, the EE, the 45. I guess we have a few different choices as to what color we can make these things. Let's set a color of the this light color, and then we can remove these here and this instance here, the 4-5 number, which reduces code a little. And let's submit that guy. Height 20. So we have to do this big rounded guy first, right? Like the big round rectangle has to come first because of the layering order issue. And probably we can, do something silly like the 1 inch. Oh no, we can't. No, we can't. I'm wrong. Minify, unit replace. Yeah, we gotta get out of here because this was not a puzzle that immediately, where it's obvious how to make this efficient. It's not a bad score. Oh, and also my minification code is not doing its job on colors after box shadows, and that's a little bit of a surprise. Thought that did that, but it's not. That's okay. Final submission for this particular solution. I don't know what happened with the negative color stops. I don't know whether that's Chrome specific, possibly. Maybe I'll do a little research on that and see if there are the possibility of negative color stops. It depends on the repeat, I would guess, because it seems to me the only numbers that are visible would be positive values in terms of position and location. Anyway, did I submit? I think I submitted. You know, some of these videos are efficient and fast, and some of them are really not. This is definitely a not efficient and fast one, but real fun. Like, definitely on the fun side. It's like a credit card, or like a user interface, or a spreadsheet visualization, or I don't know what that is, but it's kind of fun. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. Take care of yourself, take care of others, and go to the webpage. Bye.